Hello everyone and welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to talk a bit about 5 advantages and 5 disadvantages of 3rd generation Lexus GS 450h, which I found during using this car. Starting with the first one, the acceleration. This car has 3.5 liter V6 engine that gives 300 horsepower, supported by 2 electric motors that gives 100 horsepower each. Combined horsepower is 350. Thanks to instant torque from electric motors and the boost it gives, that big and heavy limousine jumps to 60 miles per hour in around 5 seconds. Car behaves great also with higher speeds, because in sport mode you have the acceleration available at every speed. Comparing to similar BMW, Audi or Mercedes models from those years, Lexus is definitely on the top for me. The second advantage, the quietness. This car is extremely quiet inside. It has excellent sound isolation from the outside, and on highway you don't hear anything at all. The same in the city, because then car runs usually on the battery, so you can't hear even the engine. It's not a level of Rolls-Royce, of course, but it was one of the best in time when it was produced. Lexus knows that area well, since their LS model offered better sound isolation than Bentley or Rolls-Royce back then. Advantage number 3. The fuel consumption. From 3.5 liter V6 you wouldn't expect economy when it comes to fuel consumption. But thanks to eCVT gearbox and the hybrid system, I get the average fuel consumption around 8.5 to 9 liter per 100 km, what's around 26-27 miles per gallon. I think it's not bad as for so big and heavy car. I was able to get down to below 7 liters, what's over 33 miles per gallon. And in the worst cases, with high speed on highway, it went to 10 liters per 100 km, what's around 23 miles per gallon. The fourth advantage is space inside the car. In the front seats, higher drivers may not feel that comfortable, but for average person there is definitely enough space. Comparing to Mercedes E-Class, BMW 5 or Audi A6, Lexus offers much more space on the back seats. It's once again not the level of Rolls-Royce, but it's definitely much more than you would expect from this class of car. And I think it doesn't stand far from even bigger limousines, or in some cases it can be even a bit better. The last advantage is the audio system. Mark Levinson is used in most of Lexuses, and there is a reason why they are. Unfortunately, I can't show you it on the video, but it sounds excellent. You get very clear and strong bass, clear higher sounds, and you really can feel like you're in an opera. GS offers 14 speakers, newer generation has 17, and you won't be disappointed. Going to disadvantages. The trunk space. Because of hybrid batteries located behind back seats, the trunk space is seriously small if to compare it to non-hybrid GS. 450 liters, it's 15.9 cubic feet, comparing to 520, that's 18.4 cubic feet, available in GS without hybrid system. In practice it seems even smaller, and you also can't lay down the back seats, so it's impossible to pack longer objects. The second disadvantage, the sound of CVT. To be honest, for me personally it's not that big disadvantage, and I really like the CVT in this car. But I know for some of you it will be a quite big disadvantage, since CVT destroys the great sound of V6. Even if this car still offers a lot of sport during driving, the engine sound is not one of them. The third disadvantage, lack of some technologies. Lexus offered a bit less technology than competition in 2011, as for example lack of blind spot monitors in mirrors or lack of active cruise control. At least I don't have them in my car, so I don't really know if it was possible to take it as an option. But since it's the top level, I assume it wasn't available. Lexus still offers a lot of technology, but for example, Audi or Mercedes offered a bit more back then. I think it's because that model was on the market since 2006. I have 2011 model, and in 2012 was presented new generation of GS, which already had all the high-tech gadgets. The fourth disadvantage, a small hybrid battery. I know it's not a plug-in model, and it wasn't the point to compete with them, but still I would like a bit better range. In mine I get around 2 to 3 kilometers range during regular city driving. It's 1.2 to 1.8 miles, and usually it's enough to cross smaller cities without using the gas engine. But you can't really use the only electric mode that often. The last disadvantage is rather caused by the age of those cars right now than any disadvantage in Lexus GS itself. It's the cost of hybrid battery replacement. There isn't much things that may break in GS, and you rather won't get any high unexpected bills during using it, but you have to remember that this car has already 10 years, or 15 years if you look at 2006 production models, and it brings some risk connected to the battery. Mine is in very good condition and I don't see any problems with it, but if your battery dies, it will cost you around $2,500–3,000 to replace it. You can try to regenerate it and go down with cost to around $500 or $1,000, but it's still quite much to spend in one moment. From second side, the average cost comes much lower than in most of diesel cars, or even some gas cars, if to look at the total cost of broken parts and things you have to replace. But I thought it's worth mentioning it. That's all for today. I hope I could give you some better view on hybrid GS if you consider buying one. In my opinion, it's definitely worth buying, if to look at all pros and cons. Personally, I don't regret my choice, and I hope I will be able to enjoy this car for a long time yet. I have more Lexus videos on my channel if you are interested, and for now thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.